Hey, Albert, Sean.
Sean, nice to meet you, man. I guess just one-on-one, just kind of get you plugged here, man. What brought you to Birmingham?
Well, I've got family out here. I've been family out here for about 12 years. Started eating out with them every time we visited, and it didn't take long to discover it's pretty foodie,
Right.
food savvy city for unexpectedly so, really. And simultaneously, we're looking to do a new concept, and with my sister out here as a partner, and it just made sense to uproot from Texas and come
Right,
out.
so from San Antonio, you were
Yeah.
talking earlier? San Antonio. And so it's a totally different concept than what you were doing in San Antonio?
Yeah, we were looking at a barbecue, real rural, old rock gas station on the side of the highway in the middle of nowhere type thing, and we still like that sort of deal.
Yeah.
We still have some of that same vibe and that unpretentious. Just it is what it is.
Right.
Attitude.
Right. And the place is called BAM, and it's in Cahaba Heights Village, or Heights Village, right?
Yeah.
Right.
BAM Sports Grill. Trying to create sort of that same Cheers vibe from the old TV show.
Right, right.
We'll get 200-300 local regulars. We're happy.
Yeah, no doubt. No, it's a cool little area. I was over at a restaurant over there, right up the hill from you, Satterfield's, for about 10 years or so. And then here this past year, I just decided to open my own restaurant. And it's obviously a little bit different concept than you, but downtown on hopefully 2nd Avenue North, and Grace Revival will be the name. We're looking to do 2015. Take some of the similar food and ideas that I was doing at Satterfield's, modern American, modern Southern type dishes, and but maybe in a little bit more casual atmosphere.
Sure.
For sure. I think the downtown area is thriving for something like that right now. There's a lot of good stuff going on down, especially in 2nd Avenue area.
Right.
There's your road bar, taverns, and all that. Then you move on down, like I said, El Barrio and the Collins Bar. Both of those are doing really well.
Well, that's exciting.
You should check. If you haven't been to El Barrio, check it out. Being from Texas,
I've heard
it's
that
kind
from
of
a couple of folks.
it's a real cool spot. Those guys do a really good job. And the space I'm looking at is right across the street, so kind of be a nice balance, a yin and a yang, to have something downtown.
I'm looking forward to that. Satterfield's was one of the first places I ate.
Right.
On one of the first visits out here, and so it was a kind of instant exposure to the idea that there's good, damn good food.
Damn good food. Not only damn good food,
damn southern city.
Yeah, well, in the last few years, Birmingham it seems to have just really, found its niche in the southern market. I mean, it has for a while, but really more so here recently in the last, 10 years or so. I think it's really come along. But even if that was the first place that you ate at, most of your the restaurants, let's say Hot and Hot, Highlands, most of your institutions that have been really successful and have made their name here are, they're all downtown, south side, and all that kind of area. No, more so south side. So that was one thing is when Satterfield started was to have something over there that was that was just out of the ordinary, outside of the Summit, which are most of your corporate chains and things like that, and to have something for that neighborhood, Cahaba Heights, Liberty Park, Vestavia area. I think so Birmingham just branching out food-wise, and as your place grows, you'll see you'll see that you really cater to that neighborhood and that area.
Yeah.
More so, you will find 200 or 300 regular Cheers folks.
So if you weren't doing the chef gig, what would you do?
if I weren't doing the chef gig, I would probably own a farm. I got a horticulture background to a certain extent. Probably be doing something in the farm area, or probably doing something in the music area.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my next two things that I kind of gravitate towards. Yourself?
Yeah, the whole farm thing is something I've always been big on. And,
Right.
Haven't had a chance yet to get the garden in here because we opened a restaurant in the middle of the spring this year, but always had a garden to at least push the house and ends up pushing the neighborhood really because you overgrow every last thing. If 12 tomato plants is good, then 24 is
30 would be better.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's kind of that's something I've thought about frequently. Between the bouts.
To have a space, if you're just talking about for your home, or even, I've seen some chefs, even they'll get a spot of land, whether it be a quarter acre or half acre, something like that, just and try to stock their restaurant.
Yeah. George over at George McMillan at the Food Bar, he's got him a nice little spot. Back behind Food Bar, it's a bucket of basil about like that. So he's doing well. He's doing well with his garden.
I'm surprised they let him put something back there. I do like it,
But no, I mean, it's part of the, I don't know, it sounds weird, but you can sort of see the creativity starting on the farm, the creativity that everybody appreciates. Anybody that enjoys working in the kitchen shares some sort of the same creative blood or something.
Yeah, passion, I mean, my eyes, when we hit summer really full on, and tomatoes are rocking and cucumbers and all that kind of stuff, and you first of the season, summer squash and all that kind of, my eyes light up. The way that I cook and I try to train people that work with me, or the way that I've learned to cook is, is pretty just seasonally driven.
Yeah.
So, when the tomatoes are gone, tomatoes are gone.
Time to do something else.
Looking for butternut squashes, and we're looking for acorn squashes and collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, and then a lot of roots.
Right.
Carrots, turnips, fresh. So then it's time to focus on that. But over the course of the few years of living here, I was able to and have developed some really cool relationships with some farmers from Gadsden to Tuscaloosa, those kind of areas, and they've been super helpful, resilient, and just I think proud to work. Right. With some of the chefs here in this town. So it's all that's been enlightening, if you will. It keeps us on our toes and keeps
12 years ago.
Since getting here, how's the reception, the welcoming, at least where you're at over there, after you getting everything built and
Yeah, it's funny, man. We get a lot of people. A lot of people are like, "What? Why in the world did you move from Texas? Like that's some big step up or whatever." But and my answer is always the same. And we love the people, and so I think people are more important than places, really, or people make the places, what have you. But yeah, we've had a excellent reception, just coming in and feeling right at home right out of the gate.
Right.
So
kind of that honeymoon state right now, where it's just massive and just in your face all the time.
Right.
And
I'll eventually piss enough people off that
we'll weed them out.
I think one of the biggest things, one of the biggest differences for me moving to Birmingham from Texas or moving to Alabama in general is the football rivalry is unparalleled. I mean,
it's crazy.
I'm come from a Texas A&M versus UT rivalry that was always sort of touted as the biggest rivalry in the state of Texas, but it doesn't come anywhere close to the insanity that is Alabama versus Auburn. So
I'm from Mississippi, so we have state Ole Miss, and granted this year, just
Oh,
in
yeah,
particular
yeah.
this year, it's there. You know, I'm happy that they're doing so well, but it's, you know, I knew that rivalry was always there and growing up in Mississippi, but yeah, when I moved here, this is serious.
it is, it's pretty much serious.
Sean, nice talking to you.
Hey, it's good meeting
Yeah,
you,
when
brother.
you when I get Grace Revival open and running, I'd love to have you down there. I need to come down there and see you.
Yeah, come down.
ASAP. So,
Come on down,
Yeah.
I need all the help I can get.
I hear you.
Come in.
It's been fun chatting with you, brother.
Yeah.